Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, Fact Sheet Friday. Another week, fun packed, full of streams and videos and all sorts of great stuff this week, has flown by. We are on the final Fact Sheet Friday before the game releases on the 20th, which is Tuesday, not Thursday, as I said in last week's Fact Sheet Friday. I meant to say Tuesday and I said the wrong one. We're on week 11, and this week we have 3 fact sheets for your delectation. Come with me, MrSealyp. So on the first of our fact sheets today, we have got in the foreground, we've got the Case Magnum series. This comes under, I would think, large tractors, and it will set you back £321,000, euros or dollars. It will go from 409 up to 435 horsepower, and it will run at 50 kilometers an hour, 31 miles per hour. You can change the wheel setup and the engine setup. You can have standard wheel weights, wide tyres and wheel weights, narrow twin wheels. That always comes in really handy with this. It's a big tractor with narrow twins. Twin wheels, rear twin wheels, and crawler track. Those twins are just brilliant when you're doing larger crops, pulling larger stuff without causing crop destruction and damage. It's fantastic. On the back of that is the Kins 1051, 1051, however you want to say it, grain cart. This was mentioned, I think, when they did one of the videos about the manufacturers and the garages, and it was on the screenshot of all the manufacturers, and people were over the moon that Kins was in there, but it hadn't really been mentioned up until that point. Well, here we've got the Kins grain cart. This is an auger wagon, chaser bin, whatever you want to call it. This will set you back £74,000, euros or dollars. It requires 240 horsepower to pull and has a capacity of 37,000 litres. It looks quite small, but that's a fair sized chaser bin, to be fair. That's not tiny by any stretch of the imagination. You can change the wheel setup and the wheel brand and wheel setup. You can have this standard, wide tyres or crawler tracks, and crawler tracks is obviously what you can see in the picture, and I'm assuming that seems incredibly wide, those crawler tracks, that's going to be one of the ones where you can widen them or narrow them for on-road and off-road, so to reduce compaction and spread the weight and all that kind of stuff. You open them out for on-field work. So that's the first of our fact sheets. Moving on to fact sheet number 2. We have got the Case Axial Flow 9240 Harvester. This replaces, what have we got at the moment, the 9230 in FS17. This will set you back £420,000, euros or dollars. It's a 634 horsepower harvester. It will run at 40 kilometers an hour, 24 miles per hour without harvesting, and it's got a 14,400 litre tank capacity. Now that puts it up around the New Holland CR1090 now, so that's got a larger tank capacity, which is fantastic. You can change the wheel brand and the wheel setup. You can have well, this is the weird thing. This says you can have standard and wide tyres, but the picture shows with tracks. So I'm assuming you can have tracks as well. I guess so. The picture's showing it. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but anyway, yeah, standard wides and I assume tracks as well. On the front of that, we have got the Case IH 3162 Teraflex Draper 45-foot header. That will be a belt header rather than an auger header. And if it's like the ones in FS17, that will have its own inbuilt trailer system because it's quite a big old unit. That will set you back £89,000, euros or dollars. It's a 45-foot header, hence the 45-foot next to Draper, and that will harvest at 6 miles per hour. And that will do your wheat, your barley, your oats, your canola, and your soybean. I'm getting better. See, it's only week 11, and I'm now getting the hang of all the symbols. Just before the game releases, that's absolutely perfect, isn't it? So, moving on to the third and final fact sheet. Now these may be slightly out of order to how they are on Twitter or on Discord. This is just the order I've put them in. There's no real specific order. We have got a Challenger. We've got the Challenger MT700 series. This is a tractor, and this may come under medium. Oh no, it might come under large. Trying to think. Yeah, don't know. We'll see. This will set it back £387,000, euros or dollars. It will range from 380 to 431 horsepower. So in the same sort of category as the Case Magnum, to be fair. It will run at 40 kilometers per hour, 24 miles per hour. You can change the engine setup and the wheel setup. As far as wheel setup goes, you can have standard tracks, or you can have the 3-meter tracks. The 3-meter tracks are normally narrower, but they're spread wider on the axles. That's generally how it works. It's a nice looking. I mean, I know we've had them in FS17, but I think just by looking at the FS19 gameplay that's out already and looking at the pictures we're getting, they look so much crisper, so much more detailed. You know, you can see all the angles, all the detailing on there. And because they've got that new texture system now, which differentiates between metals and gloss and dull and plastics and materials and fabrics, it really makes. I mean, even looking at the rubber tyres, you look at the tyres on a lot of the vehicles now, they look rubberized. I mean, it's incredible. It really, really does look fantastic. So on the back of that, we have got an Amazon Senius 8003 2TX Super. This is a cultivator, and it will cost you £68,000, euros or dollars. It requires 400 horsepower. Wow, that's a lot, to be fair. It will cultivate at 9 miles per hour. It's an 8-meter cultivator, 26 feet. That just seems a lot of horsepower for an 8-meter cultivator, but I don't know. Depends, I suppose, what you've got on there. Seems to be a lot of running wheels on that as well, looking in the background. But there you go. That's it. That's it from me for fact sheets for 2018 leading up to FS19 coming out. I don't know, I assume that you're just as excited as I am about the game coming out on Monday night into Tuesday. A massive, massive thank you to Giants and all the guys over there for the fact sheets, for getting them out regular as clockwork every week. They're interesting, they're great to look at. It's built up that excitement in preparation for the game coming out. So for all the guys over there, the graphic design teams, the quality assurance guys, all the people over there at Giants have done a brilliant job. And we've just got to sit and wait now till the game comes out. I hope you've enjoyed the series of Fact Sheet Friday videos that I've put out. I hope you've enjoyed this particular one. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.